So I've seen a couple comments that don't really make much sense to me. People have talked about ADA just essentially dying out right now and that there's no major catalysts that could move ADA to the upside at this time. And you're simply wrong. Okay. ADA is in fact not dying. Cardano's not dying. It's gone through massive developments at this time and it's prepped itself for the upcoming bull market cycle. Because guess what? We're not in a bull market yet. Right now, I'm not expecting prices to do much. And I will say this, people have declared ADA dead here and here and here, right? They're declaring it again dead here. And this doesn't surprise me. The bear market, picks up a lot of the sentiment of what people are feeling. And it sometimes it just turns the opposite way, it starts to move to the upside. Really what ADA needs right now in order to continue this trend to the upside is for BTC to get off its ass and start doing something. You got to remember right now, most assets at this time are very much correlated with what BTC is doing. Okay. That's just how it is. That's how these market cycles work. Now I have to say, when we look at the back half of the year here, basically now through December 31st, what should we expect from BTC? When we look at market cycles past at this time, you can see back in 2015, BTC actually ran to the upside to close the year. When we look at the following market cycle, 2019, BTC actually ran to the downside to close out the year. It looks like we're actually a little bit more likely to move to the upside. BTC is probably going to finish the year somewhere in that 40K range, maybe 45K if we do get a little bit more positive sentiment. Obviously, we know that the SEC is filing an appeal on the Ripple v SEC case, right? And a lot of the times those appeals, they take about an average of 6 months, just so you guys are aware. We don't obviously know how long this would take. We know that there's some judges that have an opposite point of view as to what Annalisa Torres had in this case, right? So there's just a lot of unknowns right now. That's why the market's not really doing much. That's why BTC is kind of stuck around this 29K range. It's why ADA is continuing to go through some consolidation. So basically the positive effect that we had from the conclusion of this case has kind of burned out right now because it's not done yet. Okay. So we essentially came right back down to where we were at price wise in terms of ADA. That's why you're not seeing anything right now. Yes, we know that Cardano's made some massive developments. People say they do nothing. I say that's BS. Okay. They do a very good job of updating us. We can see how more efficient the network has become. They've obviously done tons of node updates. We've seen how the efficiency looks on there. I think if you go to it's pooltool.io, you can watch the network performance. But right now, ADA and Cardano are just not quite strong enough to run by themselves. It doesn't have the same kind of, catalyst that something like SHIB, Bone, Leash have right now, or like BTC has by itself. Could a bunch of shorts get liquidated and us have a move to the upside? Absolutely. Could we have some negative event that sends us to the downside? Absolutely. Right now, really anything is in play, and that may not be what people want to hear. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and say that ADA is going to, continue to move to the downside and drop and die, because that's probably the dumbest thing anybody could say. No offense to anybody that thinks it's going to do that, but we've seen people, declare assets dead before. And guess what? Cardano is far from dead. It's had massive growth in really all these different areas, all these different, I forget, the word is escaping me right now. All these different elements, we'll just call it elements. But the lagging indicator is in fact ADA price. That won't always be the case, but that's just simply where we're at right now. So that's the way I look at this. I think that we still have some positive side to the end of the year. I think we finish probably somewhere, 60 to 80 cents. As always, this is not financial advice. The longer this takes, the less upside potential there is for this year. But just know it doesn't necessarily limit what the upside potential is for this market cycle, because there's still a lot to happen between now and late 2025. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Show your support below. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.